Yo, what's up, everybody? Hobo Mackie here. Back in Florida. It's been a little while. I've traveled a long way. I went from about Sarasota, Florida last winter all the way to the furthest west I made it was Las Vegas. I think, yep, Las Vegas. And so, been in Las Vegas for a month and a half, sending it up pretty hard. But you can only send so much before just get kind of tired of it, and it was getting cold out there. My camp out there was getting bulldozed by some construction workers. They actually ran over my bicycle that I had bought and ruined it. And it's just a crummy place. I like Vegas, and it's fun and all, but it's a little dangerous. There's security everywhere. It's annoying, just to go to any kind of public bathroom, you have to ask for a key, and it's always a pain in the butt. And everybody is real mean and not friendly out there. So I don't know what it is, but it's kind of a shithole in a way. But the strip is awesome and a lot of fun, and there is a lot of fun to be had there. So it's not all bad, but this is why I travel. I go somewhere and I love it at first, and then I get tired, and then I want to go somewhere else. I love Florida, but I'll get tired of the palm trees after probably about 2 months is my guess. That's when I usually get tired of it. And so I'll be here for the winter. And then, obviously, once it starts warming up, I'll start heading north. Right now, it's 85 degrees. It's Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm very thankful for everything. I'm thankful for my life. This is where I'm at right now, Briggs Nature Center. It's a boardwalk, so I'm going to go walk this boardwalk. It looks like it goes into a circle. It looks like there's some water. Got some wildlife armadillos. I believe there's bobcats, gators, obviously snakes. This is close to the Rookery Bay. So this is where the Everglades pours its water down into the ocean, into the Rookery Bay, and into the 10,000 Island type area, where it's brackish water, and then out into the ocean, salt water. So I'm kind of staying around Naples. I have a little camp there. I've been staying there for a few days. I'm just kind of getting my bearings. I'm actually just waiting on a fishing reel I ordered from Walmart, and I'm gonna get my fishing reel, and I got me a pellet rifle, a nice pellet rifle, and I'm gonna go out to the Picayune State Forest and do some camping and fishing, and maybe some small game hunting, and just live it up. I have lots of money saved at the moment, so I could. I don't have any bills except for my cell phone bill, and I don't even have to pay that. It is nice. It's very nice to have for a lot of reasons. It's basically my entertainment and my it's everything. It's TV, phone, internet. So it's all my bills. Most people have to pay $500 plus for bills, or my bills are $55, and so I can live off my money that I worked all summer for easily, and just chill and just do stuff and explore. That's what I plan on doing. And if I get bored, I could always find a job if I want, but I can work if I want to, and I do like working. It gives you that sense of purpose. You can meet people, learn new things, make some money. But I don't intend to find a job anytime real soon. I plan to, I definitely want to get some camping and stuff out the way. And by the way, this is just gorgeous out here. I don't think there's anybody else out here. There was one other guy that walked past me. He rode his bicycle out here too. I got me a bicycle, by the way. Best bicycle I've ever had. It's an aluminum cruiser, made by Sun. I bought it used. Here's some water. See what's in the water. Well, that water is like close to the... I don't want to drop my phone in there. I don't see any fish. Yeah, so the bicycle is awesome. It's aluminum. It shouldn't rust, obviously. Lightweight. And the thing just rides like a dream. Simple as it gets. Just a fixed gear bicycle. I bought it used. It's brand new. It's probably a $450 bicycle, and I got it for $165 at the bicycle shop. It's nice to buy your used bicycles at the bicycle shop because they know how to put a bicycle together. If you buy one at Walmart, it's a kid that puts it together who makes $10 an hour and doesn't know what he's doing, and they put the whip on them to punch out as many bicycles as possible, as quick as possible. And so they don't do nothing correctly. They just bolt the thing together and it's done. And I've always had problems with Walmart bicycles, so you're better off going to a used bicycle shop for your bicycle. Looks like we're coming up with some open water. Here's a bird. I don't know what those are called. Oh, he's flying away. Didn't mean to scare you, buddy. I won't gonna hurt you. You hear him cursing me too on the way out. But yeah, Florida is awesome, especially this area. It's not real bad like Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I had to go through there on the bus ride here. It was like a 3.5 day Greyhound bus ride, which sucked, but you know, it's not too bad. But yeah, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, those are big cities, and obviously there's big city problems, and it's just like Vegas or anywhere else where you have crime and, you know, all sorts of trashy people and law enforcement. Here, it's no trashy people, or, you know, few, and the law enforcement, I haven't had any run-ins with them, but there's not too many of them. I haven't seen too many of them. So it's not like a place like Panama City where they're just crawling all over the place and don't even feel comfortable ever, because there's always law enforcement all around everywhere. And by the way, I did bring me some brewskis, so let's go ahead and break out one of those. Not sure if I'm supposed to be drinking out here. I didn't see any signs that say no alcohol. And it's like right there where I started is like a law enforcement, like you know, park ranger type people. But it is Thanksgiving, and I'm pretty sure they're all like gone. And I don't know. I hope they don't care. They're probably not even out here. But I'll take my chances and drink me a good old PBR here. Uh-oh, fork in the road. Okay. This would be cool up here. A little, it's going up. Get a good view. Palm trees. Definitely swampy back here. Definitely a little hot. It's supposed to be 84 degrees today. I got a bunch of birds listed here. Not sure why. Great egret, red S-hawk, LB heron, little blue. So if you're into birds, this is the place to be. There's one sunning its wings right there. And I'm actually thinking about getting a kayak as well. I've seen one on Craigslist for $75. That's really all you need, is a cheap little kayak. And you can go up in here and, you know, mess around and just explore. See what's out there. Only thing I don't like is them power lines. It kind of gives it that non-nature feel. But what a beautiful day, man. Denver, Colorado just got like 30 inches of snow. And here I am, just enjoying it. I got a little thermometer. Wow, it says it's 95 degrees, but that's not right. So that's not very accurate. Humidity, I guess, yeah. 54, 53 degrees. They got all the birds here. So that one I just saw had to be this one. Or no. Yeah, the sandhill crane. I think. Unless it was the great egret. Well, they got bald eagles, pelicans. I mean, Florida is just awesome for wildlife. And I want to see a lot of wildlife when I go into Picayune National State Forest. They do have bear, panthers, and obviously gators and snakes. They had signs all over out here saying no gopher poaching, which I don't know why people poach gophers. There might be a reason if they do. But it also said something, no picking saw palmetto berries. And I'm like, why? Why not? I don't get that. Why make a big sign and make it like it's important? And like, first of all, who picks those berries and for what? Because I've heard they don't taste very good. But I've never tried them. Looks like there's some palm berries right there. Old dried up ones. And they're usually edible, I believe. Palm berries. I would check which type of palm and look it up to make sure. But I've heard that like they're just not very tasty. They're kind of nasty. But I'm definitely planning on getting into some wild edibles. I'm going to be trying to live off the land a little bit, do some bush crafting a little bit out there. I'm just waiting on my fishing reel. And right now it's just Thanksgiving, nothing to do. They have this boardwalk on the map, and I was like, yeah, I'll go check that out. I'm glad I did. It's awesome. Beautiful out here. Looks like you can see some hotels way down there. Big ones. That's probably Marco Island. Marco Island's like this rich island. I think it's rich. Like, I've never been there, and I can go down there. Actually, there's a bus that goes straight there. And I'm actually not, like I said, not too far away. That must be Marco Island. And that's like, I think, wealthy, like $1 million houses and stuff, I think. Like I said, never been there. I have been through Naples before. The one time 2 years ago, I walked the Everglades. I walked through the Everglades about 7 miles, and then walked back to the Tam-Miami Trail Road, and then hitchhiked toward Naples. I got a ride from a Cuban family, and I just told them to drop me off at the first McDonald's you see, because I was in the swamp for like a week out in the Everglades. And I gotta have my McDonald's once in a while, and it's all, that's the first thing I crave coming out the woods almost every single time. I remember I was living on like lentils and rice and ramen, and I was living real extremely frugal and stuff. But it was an adventure, and it was awesome. I had taken a bunch of video of it, but I had dropped my phone in the water and lost all that awesome video coverage. But anyway, so I came out of that McDonald's, and I found a good camping spot. Nobody ever goes there. It's a beautiful little spot right off the road. I might show y'all at some point, but I won't be there too much longer. But it's So I remember that spot, and from Vegas, I decided I'm going right back to that spot, because I know this is a good part of Florida. The only thing I don't like about this place, it's a little too hot, too humid. It was in January, I remember. Look at that bird there. I think those are pretty common. I wonder which one that is. Probably a heron, I think. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's why I stopped talking. It was that bird just started making a whole shit ton of noise. I hear him over here now. You hear all sorts of birds squawking and stuff. Sound like they just got into a little bit of a fight. but I think that's a heron there. I just totally lost where I was at, and I was talking about where I'm camped at. It's really not too far from here, just right up the road. But yeah, it's the nice thing is it's just right there. There's a McDonald's there, there's a Publix there, there's a Walmart there, and it's so partially just kind of been chilling and acclimating myself. You know, I had a 3.5 day bus ride on the Greyhound, which is hell. There's a reason why Greyhound gets an F rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they are a shit company. Their monopolies are not supposed to be legal in this country, and it is a monopoly. I know there's a few other buses systems out there, but you know, Greyhound's really the only one that you know that will take you anywhere that's usable. The other ones are real limited, basically. So basically, it's a monopoly, and they don't care. They yell at you. They're mean. None of the employees are real lazy. It's just a shit fucking company. Anyway, so I didn't want to ride the Greyhound, but it worked out okay. So I made it 3.5 days. Made it all the way to Naples from Vegas, and then I had to just camped out for a couple days just to kind of what they call like jet lag, you know, kind of in a whole new time zone. And now I feel great, and got big plans, really big plans. Going to be doing a lot of camping, just fishing. They supposedly have largemouth bass. They got cichlids, I think they're called, or some cichlids. There's some birds there. But they're like a tropical rainbowy type fish, like little smaller fish. And they have snook and tarpon and largemouth bass. I would assume there's going to be gators and snakes. I know there's panthers and bears, like I've already said. And so it's actually Picayune State Forest was actually a real estate scam back in, I think, the 50s, where they were trying to turn the Everglades into like this tropical big community and sell all this real estate there. And it was basically a big scam. And you can find it on the map, and if you zoom in on the area, you'll see all the old roads and all the canals they made. So it's basically like almost like a ghost town, but there was never no town there. They just started to build like a residential type area, but there's roads, supposedly like dirt roads, bridges and canals. I haven't been there yet, but it's not too far away. And that's my big plans really for now, is to go out there. I got fishing rod, reel, I got the tackle I need. I've got bought me a small cast iron pan. I got flour and oil for deep frying, or for frying, not deep frying, but just frying. And so I plan to do some fried fish, and basically survive off of fried fish and maybe some small game. I don't know what they have out there, like squirrels or something. Because I got me a pellet gun as well, and so that'll be fun. I can do a little hunting. I'm not a big hunter or nothing, but you know, I like to do it once in a while. And so I'm going to try to sort of live off the land for like a week. And I'll definitely be doing a lot of YouTubing and trying to make some content, and we'll just see what happens. I don't know. And for Christmas, my family's coming down to Daytona Beach, so I'm planning to meet them in Daytona for Christmas. And but I got, it's Thanksgiving now, so I got a few weeks to just hang out here in around this area, unless it gets too hot and I have to move. That's what made me move last time, was that it was just too hot and muggy. At night when I'm sleeping, it's almost like it's raining, but it's not raining because it's so much dew that on the trees and plants, and it's just dripping, and it drips. And inside my whole tent, is gets all wet and drippy. Um, and it's weird. It's like I'll be cold, so I'll zip my sleeping bag up and I'll be warm, but then I sweat. I sweat all night long. I don't know if it's the humidity or what, but I just sweat like a pig in my sleeping bag, and my sleeping bag just reeks. So I've only been in it for like 3 days, 2 to 3 days, and my sleeping bag just reeks now. So, yeah, some of my clothes too that I slept in are just drenched in sweat, and they reek now. So good thing is there's a laundromat not too far away, so I'll have to go do some laundry. I've been keeping like one set of clothes clean, and I don't wear it when I sleep. Although these have it's just hard not to sweat here in Naples. It's just hot and humid. I remember January, it was mid 80s or hotter, and even at nighttime, it was just sticky and humid. The one difference from then I had a bivy bag, like a Gore-Tex bivy bag that I zipped myself up into, and I had to get into it because of the mosquitoes, and that was definitely cooking me even more. And so now I'm in a tent which has more airflow, and I've been just fine. I sleep great at night, so it's just a matter of it gets real wet and damp at night, and it kind of sucks, but that's the only bad thing about this place. Other than that, it's just awesome. Tropical, beautiful. I mean, where else do you want to be in December? It's almost December. And December, January, February, I'm not one that likes to be in the cold. I just don't. I like to always be somewhere where it's nice and beautiful. It's also like a mood enhancer. Like whenever you're like snowed in and you get that, and you just want to go get into a cabin and huddle around the fire, and you almost just hibernate all winter. It's almost natural for yourself to do that. And then I feel like over winter, when I do that in the winter, somewhere cold, I just kind of get fat and I lose my suntan, and I feel like I'm not being active. I just kind of lose. So I'm always staying where the weather is nice, and so that's why I travel with the weather. I'm a snowbird, and I'm active. I have a bicycle. I exercise. I get my activity, and I have fun, and I enjoy life. So Brackish Pond Community. This is mangrove. Those are the mangroves out there. Oh, there's a bird. So yep. All right. I guess I'll wrap it up. Just want to let you all know I'm doing good. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I know I'm thankful for I got lots to be thankful for. Life is good. I hope your lives are good. And I'll be keeping you updated. I'll probably be doing a lot more YouTubing. So expect some good content. I'm just waiting on my fishing reel. Like I said, it says December 3rd is when my fishing reel will be here, but hopefully it gets here sooner. I almost scrapped the fishing reel and just go and buy one at the store, but the one I ordered is the one I want. So I'm going to just be patient, and I guess it gives me more time to kind of get my thoughts together and get my shit together. I'm going to have a lot of stuff. Normally I'm a minimalist, and I don't carry very much stuff, as anybody who follows me knows. But I've actually got a lot of stuff now. I got the rifle, the air rifle. I got a fishing rod and reel. I got tackle. I got a cast iron pan. That's not something I normally would do, but it's an 8-inch one. So it was the smallest cast iron pan possible. I think it's just big enough so I can put a couple fish fillets and fry them, and I can just fry multiple at a time. And it's not too big or too heavy. But the main thing is I got that bicycle now. And the bicycle is my conveyance. It's what I'm going to be able to carry the extra stuff with. It's when I'm hiking and going long distance that maybe I don't want to carry all that stuff. But if I'm going to go out into the wilderness, there's no McDonald's, then you need to have, you're gonna have to carry more shit with you, whether you're carrying a bunch of food or you're carrying stuff to catch food with. So we'll see how it goes. And anyway, thanks a lot. Peace out.